Hello, my name is Jansen Smith, and I'm a junior here at Texas Tech. I'm a sport management major, and I have a minor in advertising. And today I'm just going to talk a little bit about my definition of integrative studies and kind of how it relates and connects to my life story. And yeah, let's get into it. So my definition of integrative studies is a way to make connections from past learnings, past experiences, and past lessons for something new, whether that's solving a problem, making life decisions, or just living life in general. Yeah, I think using these past experiences is one of the best ways to learn about yourself and just how to best live your life. So a little bit about me. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a life story here. I've been playing golf since I could walk. Both my parents were in the golf business before I was born, so they got me into the game of golf from a very early age, and I've enjoyed it ever since. Yeah, I've been playing since I could walk. Been playing competitively since I was 4 years old. And yeah, so throughout my entire childhood, I played golf the whole time, so it's definitely been very enjoyable for me. And yeah, that's kind of how integrative studies, a big way of how that relates to my life is through golf. So yeah, a couple more things. I had to change schools freshman year of high school, which was tough. Had to almost start over, and at 14 years old, you don't want to start over, and that's just kind of a weird age to be making some huge changes. So yeah, that was pretty tough for me, but I'm really glad I did it, and it was definitely the right move for me. I committed to play golf at Texas Tech when I was just before I was a sophomore in high school. So yeah, I was playing golf at a pretty high level from an early age. Probably since I was like 8 or 9, I've been pretty good at golf. And yeah, after I graduated high school, I was actually voted top 10 best student athletes of this decade at San Angelo Central High School. So that was definitely a big honor for me and something I'm pretty proud of. And then yeah, a little bit more throughout my high school. My parents got divorced when I was a junior in high school. And so yeah, that was pretty tough for me and our whole family. It was pretty out of the blue, and since then I've been able to deal with it. I've learned how to deal with it, and yeah, I think it was best for everybody at the time, and it was hard to see it at that time, but yeah, so yeah, graduated high school, finally got to Texas Tech. Was a part of the golf team as a freshman. Had a pretty successful freshman and sophomore year. Was able to make the lineup a lot and playing a lot of tournaments, and did pretty well. We've had a very good and very competitive team ever since I've been here, and so being able to make that lineup and travel to tournaments has always been a big challenge. And so yeah, I got off to a pretty quick start there. And yeah, so here we are. That's a little bit about myself, a little summary in that regard. So a little bit about my life's trajectory from here into the future, and kind of what's going on right now. Lately, life's been kind of tough. I haven't done as well as I'd like to in school or golf, probably the past year and a half. I think it's just been from mental fatigue, and that has kind of led to a little bit of a lack in motivation. I've had multiple meetings with coaches and sports psychologists and my parents about maybe what the problem is and how to fix it. And I was getting to a point where things were starting to feel better. I was back in the lineup where I needed to be with golf, and then COVID hit. So yeah, that put kind of a halt to everything. And since then it's been tough for everybody. And yeah, I've kind of gotten back to those tough times a little bit in the last couple months. That's kind of more personal on the personal aspect. Educationally, I've improved and gotten closer to where I need to be, and I plan on graduating next year, the year after, with a sport management major and advertising minor. After that, see where my golf game's at, what kind of opportunities are there for me at the time. And yeah, I'll try to turn professional out of college and make a career out of the game that I've always loved. And so that'd be really awesome. I would really love that. But that's a tough career to make it in. And so I think if golf doesn't work out, I hope to become a sports broadcaster or a commentator. Um, that being a sports fan my whole life, I've been watching and paying attention to all that stuff, and I think I'd be really good at it. And so that could be something that I'd be passionate about. And yeah, we'll see what comes from that. And then a couple other careers I'd like to pursue would be, maybe a collegiate athletic director, some sort of position in a collegiate athletic department. I think would be really cool. And then, if that doesn't work out, lean back on my advertising minor and be some sort of advertising agency coordinator, some sort of manager within an advertising agency. I think the advertising industry has always been pretty interesting to me. We all see ads hundreds of times a day, and so I've always been able to pay attention to what I'm seeing when it comes to that. And I think I've taken a couple advertising classes since I've been here at Tech, and I've really enjoyed them, and I've been successful in those classes. So I think it is something I could see myself being passionate about and really enjoy doing as a career. So some sort of connection that integrative studies has been for me in my life. Honestly, golf's been a lifesaver for me. It's always been something that I've loved doing, and it's also taught me a ton of life lessons, like how to deal with adversity, integrity, honesty, and hard work. I think golf does this and teaches people, pretty much everybody that plays golf, a lot of life lessons when it comes to that. And I definitely wouldn't be where I am today without golf, especially when things have been tough. It's always been something I can come back to and distract myself with and just have fun doing, no matter what's going on around me or in other aspects of my life. For the longest time, I wasn't very good at dealing with frustration or adversity, and I used to let it affect me too much. Even golf, I used to take golf way too seriously, even though it's just a game. And so golf has taught me how to do exactly that, how to deal with adversity and frustration, and push through tough times, even though they're tough, and come out on the other side better because of those tough times. So just really appreciative of what golf has done when it comes to that. I think lessons like what golf has taught me about life will stay with me forever. And honestly, I can't begin to imagine my life without golf. So I'm definitely really appreciative of what the game has done for me and how it's made me a better person. And so that's kind of my take on how integrative studies has affected my life, how I've connected it to me, whether that's throughout my life, learning different experiences, going through tough times to later learn how to deal with that. And I think golf has been a big part of that. So thank you for listening. Appreciate it.